Now, I also wanted to talk about Damson Idris calling out black men for trying to humble black women and then saying that we don't see you as more of a man. Now, I feel like I've been kind of saying this for a while. Continental African men know that they are black. Some good examples of this are Idris Elba, um, at Kid. I feel like Rema at this point maybe Burna Boy. So those are just those are four examples of just black men who know that they are African, who know that they are black. They aren't confused about it, and they are successful in being black and successful and African. And we can kind of see the way that they still choose to move in the world. If you guys didn't know, Tyla is actually the ex girlfriend of Rema. So if you didn't know that, that's a whole thing. Maybe you should unpack that. And then obviously Idris Elba and Sabrina Elba are a total thing. Sabrina Elba is like this complete fashion icon at this point. She's doing so much in terms of like community development, development for Africa, being an icon for international development. Thames, I mean, she's just ever just the epitome of femininity, and Wizkid with his entire like cultural epitome of Nigeria, putting Naija men on the map. Now, Damson Idris coming out and he's calling out the red pill community of black men in a way that needed to be called out. And the reason I want to make a video about this, and I just want to give it space for a moment, is because like Idris Elba has things. He actually has the girlfriend. Like Idris Elba has Lori Harvey. Even after they broke up, like I feel like just last week they were still out together doing something. He still has the girl even after they broke up a serious committed relationship. He still it has access to the girl. Y'all don't have that. Y'all will like never get that. I want to talk like the reason that I have to continue to make videos about like beauty as a commodity that y'all don't have, that the girlfriends in your life don't have, that even your faves don't have, is because like being a woman, just a woman, even the ugliest, most trodden down, like thuggiest woman still has value because she's a woman. And men seek to access her. Even the men at the bottom of the social, like, the social stratosphere want to access women. Even the most, like, hoedown, like, thugged out, prostitutish woman who's standing on the street and is fucked by everyone in the world. All men seek value in having access to her. But if she leaves, these men don't have access to any women at all. And I think that is something that y'all are bypassing as though it isn't like pathetic. And I want to speak on this for a minute because I feel like it's worth giving at least a minute. Like, yeah, for some reason, men are out here on the internet making it seem like there are an abundance of women. There's so many women that they could be with. Every dude who's just walking down the street could just be with a woman. And I saw a video by Andrew Schultz where he was talking about it was Andrew Schultz and DJ Academics where they were talking about the Fresh and Fit podcast. Now here's what Andrew Schultz says. He says, I don't watch the Fresh and Fit podcast because I'm happily married. And all his co-hosts agreed and they were like, yeah, we don't watch that because we're happy. And all I could think was like, I'm not even in a relationship, but I don't watch that shit either because, like, I'm sorry, but I'm like happily single. And like, I don't even want to see that shit. Like, there's no person who's like content in their. If you have acknowledged your situation, like, if you know that you're toxic, if you know that you've got financial problems, if you know that you've got some like personal shit that you need to work on, and you are doing the work of working on that, you don't need to watch the Fresh and Fit condemn people, yell at people, berate people, embarrass people to get you further in your life. The only people who take pleasure in this are people who know that they have gotten to a point where they know that there's nothing better coming to them. Like, they've gotten to the end of the road and their like level of prospects, and the last step in what they have is like laughing at someone who is kind of like juggling their prospects. It's like, this girl could be someone's wife. Instead, she's being an OnlyFans whore. Ha 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 ha. Let me like laugh at her. They're not just picking like prostitutes off the street and then being like, ha 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 ha, you're a prostitute on the street, because there are prostitutes on the street. Like, let's be clear, like, that's a real thing that exists in society. So they're not picking those people. They're picking the people who still have like a prospective chance to be like something better in society. And they're saying, laugh at them because it's funny. It's not funny. It's actually not funny. It's not. All of it kind of wears me down. Kind of. All of it kind of wears me down. On another hand, it makes me feel like it's okay. It's okay because some of you will watch this and realize that you are me. Like, wherever you are, I don't know your life, but you might just be a regular girl. I don't know where you come from, where you're going, but you might just be able to look at yourself in the mirror and be like, oh shit, I need to go solve my problems. And then you might like take some steps to go solve those. Because I can't tell you what your problems are. This is not to help you realize where you are and what your problems are and solve those channel. This is an I live in the real world channel, and all I can do is talk about the personal things that I see from all the sides and kind of put that into perspective for you in a timestamp. And you can take what you take from it and go on with it. This is more of a like, I remain in the middle on everything channel, and I just have to come in and talk about it.